here for our Challenge Hour Live. Every week we get on and walk through a sketch, and today I am doing one from the October virtual crop. So if you haven't done those yet, I will be going through one today. So I'm trying to catch up on those. So those have been my challenges the last little bit here. I'm just double checking to make sure I got on. If you are on, go ahead and say hello. That way I know you made it. Let's see here. Okay. So yeah, again, my screen always looks different than the Facebook page. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go through some announcements with you guys while I wait for people to hop on. And I'm just going to pull those up here. We have quite a few things coming up, so I want to make sure you know about them. Oops. Okay. So the first thing is tonight, actually, I'm doing our monthly Scrap Together Live. I'm going to put this here. Hopefully you can see it okay. And that's tonight at 7. We are going to learn, well, some of you probably already know, but we're going to walk through putting together an 8x8 album all together. That way you can put them together for Christmas if you want. I gave away 5 albums last year, so it's just a fun little gift and it's super meaningful. So we're going to walk through that. It's totally free. You don't need to sign up or anything. You might want to get the supplies after the video. That way you can kind of see what I'm doing first and then go from there. So I will post the instructions for you to print later on today. I believe that goes out at 2. So keep an eye out for that. Super fun, super easy, and super quick. So it's a great way to get albums put together. Here's an example when I worked on last year, surrounded by all the stuff. There's the album there. So I gave away one to each of our parents and then one to my friend last Christmas. So yeah, I gave away 5 and they all were very different. So that was what was cool about it. I also have Christmas card making in cocoa coming up, not this weekend, but Thanksgiving weekend. It's Small Business Saturday, November 30 from 10 a.m. to 2, downtown Ludington at the pier. And this event looks like it's kind of blowing up a little bit. It's exciting and also scary for me. But I will have some Christmas cards down there for you to put together from our Merry Mail card kits. So you can buy one card or you can order the kits or whatever. Just come check it out and get some treats from Humanity or Britters. I believe the crepe place will be open. They were in the works last I talked to her. So you can come try a crepe or smoothie there. And then I think there's another like a candle shop there, so you can do a bunch of crafts while you're there. It's going to be a lot of fun and a great Small Business Saturday opportunity. These are some more events I have coming up. I already talked about a couple of these. The other one I wanted to point out is my VIP open house. That's going to be the first weekend in December, and it's all virtual, so it's going to be on my Ashley Scrappy VIP group only. It will not be on my page for the public to see. It's for my supporters this year, so it's just my way of saying thank you. I'll have some deals, some prizes, and a few sketches to do, so it'll be kind of like a virtual crop as well. It's slowly coming together and I'm getting a plan in place, so make sure you hop in for that when you can. And yeah, you won't want to miss that. And then the next thing is Scrappy Winter Camp. So this is going to be so fun. I have been working on the little pieces for this week, and it's going to be 30 challenges. Again, it's all virtual. It'll be another Facebook group. I'm going to create an exclusive group for those that sign up. It's only $45 and you get 30 challenges, and it lasts for 10 weeks. So enter prizes, deals, you'll get a little goodie bag or box, I'm not sure what yet, some kind of thing when you sign up. I'll be delivering those hopefully early December. I'm thinking after my VIP open house. That way I can just put everything together. So yeah, definitely sign up for that. You have until December 15 to sign up for that. That way I can get the crazy done before Christmas, hopefully, and get your stuff here in time. So definitely want to look into that. And then another big opportunity right now is Black Friday. And with that comes, you know, joining. So Black Friday, this is kind of the last call for that. There are 2, let me just pull that up right now. There are 2 bundles left right now. So there is this fun, what is it called? Luminous bundle, and there's a cookie exchange bundle kind of flashing through there. So let me scroll down a little bit. So Luminous bundle, it comes with this really fun glittery pod insert, and then it comes with the little folders that are also shimmery, and it's some really cool shimmery paper. So that's one bundle available right now when you spend $150 or more. you can pick a bundle. So this is one you can pick. And there's some more details about it. Super cute. I really want to get this one just because the paper is super glittery and fun, and I have a daughter, so it just makes sense. And then the other one is a cookie exchange bundle, and I did get this one, and I am already in love with it. So I was on a call with Amber Klemick, one of the home office people, and she said, don't be fooled. We actually have sold more cookie exchange just because the other one sold out first. They actually just ordered way more of these because they knew that the demand was going to be so high on them. So that's why it's still available, and the other two have been sold out now. The Snow Globe one and the Christmas on the Coast one. So those are each ones you can get right now when you spend $150 or more, or you can get both of them if you spend $300 or more. And the reason now is a good time to join is because not only when you join you get that $50 credit you can put toward this, but you also get that other pod, or that case, I'm sorry, this thing when you sign up. So you're getting a ton of freebies at a great value when you sign up right now. I mean, anytime's a great time to sign up, but this is especially like a really good triple dipping the deals time. So if you have questions about that, let me know. As I said, Black Friday is wrapping up this Friday at noon-ish. I think it's like 1 our time, but I just tell people noon so they don't miss it. But it's also while supplies last. So if you want one of those, definitely reach out or get your order in, or let me know if you want to join or whatever. There are lots of opportunities there. So I just want to make sure I pointed that out as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And like I said, I am doing a Star Wars page from our trip to Disney actually it was earlier this year. Holy cow, that was this year. Seems like forever ago. And we went in March, so I mean, it was a little ways away, but I'm going to be working on this sketch with these fun Star Wars-y pictures. My husband was just in his dream world there. And it's funny because he's not even that big of a Star Wars fan, but he just loved it. One of the drinks I got. And then we took some really fun pictures with the PhotoPass people there. And they're so funny. They're kind of harassing me because they're like, can I take a picture? Like, what do you call it? And because they wanted you to use the Star Wars gibberish. So it was just a fun time. And I love how the pictures turned out. And I don't know if you've been following me at all on my Challenge Our Lives and making this Disney album. I'm challenging myself to use mainly creative memory stuff, which can be tough with Disney, right? Like, especially Star Wars. But I was checking out the paper packs available, and I decided to use the Revved Up paper pack because the colors just seemed perfect for Star Wars, and like nothing in this is too distinct. Like in this one you can see like helmets and some gears and some wheels, and I'm like, I mean, Star Wars has a lot of that, and it's just, nothing sticks out too bad. So I think this is a great collection for Star Wars, just because I think the colors match great, and it's just very, like, got that grungy feel to it. So I'm pretty excited to use this and see how it goes. So I have those on hand. I'm going to be using these papers today. Well, it seems like a lot, but I think that's what I picked out. So, I'm going to go ahead and get started here. Set these aside. These are going to be my bases, these gray gear looking papers. So if you have a car lover in your family, this has like a chrome looking side to it. This is a great collection. Or if you're looking to do Star Wars, I'm finding that this is pretty perfect for kind of like that boy stuff, or Star Wars stuff, or whatever. You can get creative with CM papers as well. It doesn't have to be for what it's going for. Like, I know this was a car pack, but I'm using it for this. So just keep in mind to keep your mind open and to consider, you know, something random for something random. So I'm just going to use this and show you that you can use other things. So it looks like on our sketch here, we have a couple of bigger pieces we're going to cut out and a couple of smaller ones on the sides here. So I was looking at the blog post with this in it because I like to see like the example as well, so I can kind of see what they did and the colors they used and whatever, and what the person did that put this together. These two papers are the exact same, and these two are the exact same. So apologize about my phone over there. And so I literally am just going to use a couple of papers for the middle and the outer, and another one for the middle and the outer. So I have a lot here. I'm trying to remember what I was going to do with them. I think to do the bottom border, I think I'm going to do that in yellow. So this is for that bottom strip there. I'm going to set that aside for now. And then I think in the middle I was going to do, oh goodness, I think I was between these two. That's why I still had them sitting here. So I think I was going to mix and match this red with the red and black here. Or I was thinking of mixing and matching these too. Oh boy. I like both of them, to be honest. This is where I pull out my pictures and I kind of see like, okay, these are going to be layered kind of like this. And these are going to be layered kind of like this. And this is going to be a smaller one here. So I definitely want to keep the red. I think I actually kind of like the brown more. I don't know. I'm going to move this over just so I give it a fighting chance. Yeah, they're both nice actually. I just like how the red pops with this too. So maybe I'll go with this one. And I think my Gears, I'm going to use the Gears Border Maker cartridge. They also have this in a border punch right now, which in my opinion, I love more. I just had this one. Vicky says I like the red and black. Nice. So that will help me. Thank you, Vicky. I am horrible at color coordination. So thank you for offering that insight for me. So there's also a Gears Border Punch. And for those of you who don't know what a border punch is, I have one over here. I'll show you. This is a border punch and this is a border maker cartridge. So this has to go with your border maker system. This little cartridge like plugs into this. So this is what these little black ones are for. I know people have tried to like do it like this because I didn't know that. And that is so hard to do. So don't do that. Make sure you have the system to go with it. So, oops, I'm knocking stuff over. Don't worry about it. We're good. But they also have a Gears one. I don't have it, but it's like this. And so it's standalone. And I like it because it's bigger. And there's more variety on it. I just didn't get that one because I had this one. So I might still order it. We'll see. I just don't use Gears very often. So it is available still. So if you want that one, go ahead and get it. This one is not. But I'm just saying if you're into Gears, you're like, oh shoot, I wish I would have gotten the Gears Border Maker cartridge. Just know they have a border punch as well that I think is awesome. So I'm going to use this today. Set that aside. So now I need my trimmer. I am going to start my cuts. So first I'm going to move all my pictures so I don't accidentally cut one up. Because I have actually done that before where it was stuck to a piece of paper. Okay, so both of these papers are going to make the same exact cuts on them. So these two bigger ones are 7x9 and these two smaller ones are 4x5. And since we're using the same paper for each of them, I am literally going to just cut down at the 7, I believe. This is where math is hard for me. Yeah, 7x9, so 9's going to be the long way. Got it. Which way's the long way? I don't know. Okay. So we are going to go down to the 7 for our first cuts on our first piece of paper. And it's by 9, so we're going to turn it and cut again at the 9. Here is one of our bigger strips for the center. This is going to be scrap, so you can use this somewhere else if you want, or in another project. And then I'm going to also cut one of these, like this one I'm going to have one over here, and this little piece is going to go over here. And this one's a 4x5. So it is already, I just want to double check my measurements here. It's already a 5. So I'm trying to think what direction. Does it matter? It doesn't really matter to me. Star Wars, it's going to be a little chaos. Making sure that's exactly 5. It is. Okay. So now I'm going to cut 4. And again, if you want to double check, there's a 5 line here, so I know it's going to be 4x5. We'll be okay. I am one of those people, I have to triple check my measurements just because I'm horrible at math. And I just want to make sure I know exactly what I'm cutting before I do it because I have messed up so much. And this would be sad paper to screw up on because I like it. So this is the other piece I'm using. It's this reddish one. So we're going to do the same exact cuts with this one. And as I say every time, these sketches always come together so quickly. They look harder than they are. And there are a few that are really tedious, especially ones with like little scraps and little shapes. But the ones that we've been doing lately, like they might look intimidating, they're really not. They're actually pretty easy to throw together. So that's a scrap. Here's our other spots. And again, this should be 5. So we're going to do a 4x5. I'm going to turn this and go to 4. And there we go. So now we got all those pieces. And while I'm in here with my trimmer, I'm probably going to go ahead and cut this strip along the bottom as well. And like I said, I am going to do that with this yellow. And on the other side, there's these fun little lightning bolts. And I was thinking, oh, we should have done the Lightning McQueen thing because that would have been really good, but we didn't. We did that our first trip, and Lucy's like, yeah, I'm too old for that. And she never was a Cars fan, so we skipped it this time. So that is going to be cut. I need 2 strips, 12 by 1. So it's already 12, obviously. And you're going to cut at the 1 inch. We're going to do 2 strips at 1 inch. So it's a little tricky when it's this narrow, but you just want to make sure you have it right on that line there. Just going to double check comments. Okay, perfect. Looks like we're good. So there's 1 strip. I need 1 more. Unfortunately, I have lots of other Star Wars pictures to do from our trip, so I'll probably just keep using this collection, just because I like the challenge of myself to use mainly Creative Memories. And there have been occasions where I've like had to use an Elsa sticker, you know, stuff like that. But you know, obviously Creative Memories doesn't have, you know, trademark Disney stuff because that's a really big contract and gets expensive. So I'm okay with that because I can get creative with this. It just forces my brain to get creative, and I love that. So, okay, so now that we have all our pieces, we're going to kind of stick some things down, and then I'll do our borders after I do that. So, our big pieces are going to go here in the middle, and it looks like, this 1 inch strip here, it looks like another inch below, so I'd say 2 inches from the bottom, inch from the top, and that will give us our 9. So, that's what I love about these 13 by 13 mats, is I can line up my bases on the lines, and I can see the numbers. I'm going to move these for a minute. And I know I'm going to put this at like 2 inches from the bottom. So, that right there. I'm going to make sure your mat is also even on there, otherwise it's not going to matter. Kind of matched up in that square. If you don't have a 13 by 13 mat, I highly recommend them. I had the older one and I could not see the numbers. The paper covered it up. So I have been really digging this. I was skeptical, I won't lie. I'm like, oh, my old mat's fine. And then I'd watch Noreen use it and I'm like, oh, that's actually kind of nice. And so I got 1, and then I was like, oh, I don't need 2. And now I do double layouts, and now I need 2. Just so I can do this and match them up evenly. So, and I'm not one that's too persnickety about lining things up. I like it, you know, to look nice, but I'm not gonna like sit here with a ruler probably and do it. There are some layouts I will use a ruler, but not this one. Okay, go ahead and adhere these down, get them on there. 2. So it's gonna be like between 2 and 11 here at the top on this side of the mat. The numbers run one way on one side and one way on the other, so just to help you line things up. Alright, now on this side it's going to be 10 and 1. You're going to line it up on 10 and 1. Excellent. Okay. And now we're going to do opposites with these guys. So you're going to mix and match, kind of like that. Oh yeah, this is going to be cool. I like how it already looks. And these line up right at the bottom here. So we're going to go ahead and just stick them on, lining them up with our bigger piece we just stuck down. I tend to always start with the outer edge. That way I know I'm at least lined up that way. And then any pieces that go along with it, I just kind of butt up with it and call it good. Nice. All right, and then these strips on the bottom here, they're going to run right along the bottom. So we can go ahead and stick those down as well. I always try to get at least a little adhesive in each corner at least, and then I'll kind of stagger it down a strip like this. You just want your corners to stick down pretty good so they don't peel up or anything once you slide it into your page or whatever. Plus you don't want corners to get snagged easily, so. Okay. Like that. Perfect. Okay. So now as you can see, there are borders running along the top 2 along the bottom, and then they have these little ones on the sides. I kind of want to keep these pretty crisp and clean, I think. So I'm just going to punch a border for the top and a couple for the bottom with my gears punch here. So now I need to decide what color. I picked out a couple. I was going to think brown, maybe along the bottom here. I think I'll do brown at the bottom and maybe white at the top. I need to find a piece of white. Let's see what I got over here. I'd like to find a white scrap if at all possible. But if that's not possible, that's okay, I suppose. Nope. That's okay. I have so much white anyway. So pink and white up here, brown at the bottom, just to give it a little pop. I think that'll be good. Okay. So if you've never used the border maker before, I'll start with my brown. One of the things I tell people is it's important to use Creative Memories paper in these because other paper tends to get hung up in it. And it can be bad for your punches. So Creative Memories, they run all their tests on their own paper. So just take note of that if you ever have issues, and just take note of what paper you're using. And now there are definitely legitimate issues with punches sometimes. So if you are having legitimate issues, still not cutting through Creative Memories paper even, definitely reach out. Home Office is very good at making things right. So I've had punches before that didn't punch, and they reimbursed me or sent me a new one. So, whoops, give it a little strength there. There we go. Sorry if the camera is shaking all over. I tried, last week it was touching my table, my tripod, and this time I tried to move it away. So hopefully it's not as shaky. Yeah, this gears punch is pretty cool. I like it. So, but like I said, there's another border punch as well now. That's kind of have them staggered. So I really like that one too, but I figured this is good for now. Maybe eventually. Probably when it goes on Last Chance, I'll have to order it. We'll see. All these little dots it gives out. Oh my goodness. And this is considered a chain style border punch, border maker cartridge, just because the whole thing comes off and it makes like a chain. So that's the difference. There are edges, there are knockout, and there are chains, and this is a chain. Edges, when you punch them, stay on the paper, and it kind of makes a fun little edge. And a knockout is kind of just knocks out little shapes. So the recent mitten, there's like a mitten in the Flurry Fun collection, that would be considered a knockout because it knocked out little mittens. So if you ever need help with that, just let me know. I know those can be confusing. Here's my whole shelf rattling over here. I'm watching, make sure nothing falls off of it. That's fine. Trimmers are slowly heading for the edge. One more. I think we'll make it. Alright. There we go. We got our 2 brown ones. Get rid of all the evidence here. Goodness, so many little dots fell out of that one. I have to vacuum under my table again. Okay. Now we're going to do, I want to say 1 white one. As you divide it up, if I need to do another, I will. But I think I can get away with 1, perhaps. We will try it. It's also another heavy paper, or heavy crisp. A lot of muscle in that one. Oops. And once in a while you'll get snagged up, especially when there's little pieces like this. You just want to gently pull it out and pull it in. I find a lot of times if I break off the little white thing that's running along the top, it helps. So it's usually what it's snagged on. And if you get lost, oops. Just move some pieces here. I wonder if it's getting hung up on it. If you get lost, these little grooves match up on the top too. It's by feel, and you can kind of see it. There we go. Oh goodness. Getting an arm workout. And it is a little bit of a snag at the end there, and that's because, as I've said before, there's always a little bit of extra paper or cardstock, because when the paper mill cuts it, it comes out a little bit longer than the true 12 by 12. So just take note of that. Your trimmer is not off and your border maker is not off, it's the paper. So I've actually heard that from Allison at home office in a conference once. She said that's just what the paper mill does. So margin of error, they want to err on the larger side than the smaller side. So you can always cut it off, you can't put it back. So let's see. Try to clear these little dots. My goodness. It's going to be that time of the year where they kind of stick to you and static electricity is on your side. You can use the force with static electricity this time of year. It's usually not in your favor though. Okay. Yes, it looks like I can just, I'm going to need more of that one actually. It's a little longer. I forgot this is a 7, not a 6. That's okay, I can punch another one. Okay. Oh yes, I like the gears. I think the gears are going to look very nice with this. Could always center it. Depends how lazy I'm feeling. I could just center it too. I think I have to punch another one. That's okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull out our punching in. I should have tested it before I put it all away. That's okay. Again, me and math, we don't get along, so I'm a words girl. I'm not a numbers girl. Get my white piece out again. Luckily I have it right here, no big deal. And again, my paper is going to be a little bigger. It's a little uneven, but it'll be okay. Fine with chains, it's usually okay. Get another arm workout in. Look at that. Scrapping and exercising all in one. My right arm is going to be super strong. 2 more. Again, we got our little overhang. I find white tends to do that more than the other colors. So don't be alarmed if it's a white piece that's doing that. That is completely normal with CM cardstock. Alright, now I think I can put my gears away. Okay, we gotta clean up our little dots. Okay. Excellent. So obviously we're gonna trim these down. Lost some gears. There they are. Alright, and I'm going to pull out my little silicone mat here for my repositional tape runner. And repositional is really good with little things like this, because you don't have to sit there with your big tape runner like, oh, no little cracks. This, when you run it over it, it'll just stick to the paper, especially in silicone, and not on the silicone. Now, if you don't have a silicone mat, you could just do it on your mat, and it'll rub off. No problem, I've done that here. Or you can try wax paper. So I love this little silicone mat though. So I tend to bring it with me everywhere. Just, oops, I had the wrong one. Oh my goodness, I forgot I did a class and I had loaded these. That was my bad. Oh well. See, that's why you want to use repositional right there. I forgot to remove it. That's okay. You can pull it off, or at least make it look, fold it over. Like, how much will I notice that? Probably too much. Well then, this is why repositional is so nice, because it doesn't do that. Maybe I'll punch another one. I'll just keep punching gears this morning. But repositional is supposed to do that, so I'm going to punch another one because that's going to drive me bonkers. Okay, so we'll do this one. Do not use your tape runner. Use this one. Yeah, I needed a bunch of regular tape runners for a class on Saturday. And so I like pulled out all of my, I sort my tape runners by color. And so I put regular tape runner in all of them just because I knew that's what they would need. And of course I forgot to go back and put the other one in. So it's fine. Alright, so So what I'm going to do is glue down the white, and then I will go ahead and do another brown. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to ponder how I want to cut this. Might just cut it right in the middle there. My microchip scissors. Take note of where I'm cutting. Okay. I do have these extra little gears. If I really want to add those there, I can. That's probably what they did actually when I made this page. I just put the extra. Oops, I didn't take note where to cut. Hold on. So again, like in the center of that, I'll probably go more to that outer edge actually. Perfect. Oops, got my hair in there. Yeah, if I really want to, I could put those there. We'll see how we're doing. Should just put them together and put them on the bottom. I won't do that. All right, reposition. Yes, usually I have repositional in my yellow case, which is what I was trying to use, but I forgot I had a full tape runner in there, the regular one. So I got thrown off by that. This one came in the last secret box and it still had the repositional in it from that. Otherwise this will probably be a vellum or a regular in my book. So blue tends to do that, and then my brain equates the yellow and green with repositional, probably because the refill for those are green. So it's fine. I'll punch another one out. We're getting lots of arm workout today. It's great. So again, I'm going to need my brown this time in my gear. I jinxed myself. I was like, I can finally put it away. Nope, just kidding. Okay. Get that one away. You guys get to watch me use this over and over. Isn't that fun? That one got stuck a little bit. Huh. Oh my goodness. I was wondering when this day would come. I've had this border maker forever, and I think I finally broke it. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. I totally did. Okay, so I'm not punching out another one. Oh my word. I'm having bad luck with that today. So I think I finally broke it. I heard something fly across the room. Yeah, I snapped off a piece. I've had this since, I think before CM even revamped. So it was probably time. So guess what I'm ordering? For, you know, maybe my last Black Friday deal. Alright, so we'll add another gear another day. Wow, you guys are seeing it all today. They do wear out over time, and it's been, my goodness, when did I get that? Oh man, I've been an advisor for 11 or 12 years, and I want to say I had it around then, so, and I use it all the time. So yes, this is going to look a little funny without a border here, but that's okay. I'll go back and add it later. All right, so moving right along. Isn't that crazy? I wonder where that piece went. I heard it fly too. That's interesting. All right. Yeah, if it were newer, I would probably write CM and let them know I broke it, and they'd probably be nice and send me another one, but this one is not newer, so I'm not going to do that because that would be mean. So, all right, I'm all thrown off now. My goodness, that just threw me for a loop. Where did I put my pictures? They're probably buried over here. Maybe. Oh, there they are. Oh, maybe. Never broken a border maker before, so that's fun. Okay. So this is the part where I'm going to decide, and again, I will add that border later. It's okay. This one I'm going to trim down in matte. I think on white maybe. These ones are not matted according to our sketch, these bigger ones. So I think I'll leave those alone, but I might go ahead and actually add borders underneath there. Let's see. would do is just line them right up and the pictures would cover them. Yeah, you know what? I think I like the border there. I wasn't going to do that. Now I think I will. Yeah, this one I'll have to trim, but this one will cover it up fine. Actually, I'm going to put that there so I don't even have to trim it. All right, so let's go ahead and put these borders there. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I'm leaving my phone on because my daughter felt a little like she was coming down with something this morning. Normally I put it on Do Not Disturb during this. But I left it on because I'm just making sure the school doesn't call me, because I told her to call me if she needed to come home. And at this point I'd feel okay signing off and you guys kind of know the rest. Oh my goodness, what an exciting video though. It's crazy. All kinds of stuff happening. Never know what's going to happen in a live. It's fun. You might break a border maker. But yeah, that thing lived its life. Holy cow. I'll have to have a burial for it or something, because it was my trusty tool and I used it all the time. Like, I think almost every page I would use that thing on, every layout. Just because it's my favorite tool. So, it's time, honestly. Alright, so now I'm going to trim this photo down. This was my yummy iced coffee I got in Star Wars World. The photo is a 3x4. So, we are going to go down to a 4, this one. And a 3 this way. So I'm probably going to meet it halfway, just to keep it centered. Hope I don't break this one. This one is new. I'd be writing in for this one. It's one of those days, I tell you. Okay. If you've ever broken a tool, especially a border maker, let me know in the comments. I'm curious. Okay. And then I think I am going to mat this. Well, it's going to be on white though, so now I'm questioning that. I'm going to do it on brown. I mean, the rest of it's brown. Tried to punch border it. And actually, the brown's very nice with the coffee there, so I think that is the winner. And I am going to mat this using the Ashley method, which everybody loves. Okay, so what I do is I just, stick it right on there and then I cut it out like a piece of a puzzle. It does give me the measurements. I could just cut a piece of brown that's 3.5 by 4.5, which, I mean, this is fine. This is going to be more narrow, I think. And I don't mind. There's this little piece to tell me right where I'm cutting, so I can kind of even up with the other side there. Perfect. All right. Go ahead and stick our stuff down. Luckily, it'll be easy enough to add that border later once, I get my new border maker that I'll be ordering today. Oh, maybe I should have trimmed that. Let's see. Probably do need to trim that. I don't know, because it overlaps. I see. That's how it's supposed to look. That is completely fine. Okay. So we are going to do that. I was going to use black for my title there, but maybe I should find white letters instead or something, or gray. Gray might be good. I'll add that once I go off camera because I don't want to keep you guys on much longer. I know you all have days to get to, so. And these photos are a 4x, well, they're 6x4, 4x6. So they are true to the sketch, which hardly happens with me. These ones are not. These are true digital size, so they're like 5 1/4 by 4. So they're a little shorter, but they're both the same, so I'm not going to worry about matting or anything. I could mat these on white or something, but I'm going to just leave them alone per the sketch. My husband was so geeked out that he got to like talk to the Mandalorian and, he saw a stormtrooper and all that. He did the same face when he met Mulan, so once I do that page, it'll be hilarious. You guys will appreciate that. I don't think I did that page yet. No, I didn't. So that one's coming still. You'll get a kick out of it, I'm sure. Okay, put that there. Excellent. All right, so this page is near done, other than I need to add that border later on. And then embellishments I knew were also going to be tough with this one, especially since I'm trying to stay true to creative memory stuff. I wouldn't have a problem, like if I had a Star Wars sticker I would use on this. Like I said, I was going to use black lettering, but maybe I'll play with that once I go off camera. But I did find, I was like, okay, how about stars? I did find these really cool stickers from a few years ago. I think these were part of a You Pick promo or a secret box or something. I want to say it was a You Pick promo. And they're like shooting stars and nighttime stuff. And I was like, okay, maybe we can work with that for embellishments. But I'm looking at this page now and I'm like, it doesn't really need a ton of embellishing, just because of all the gears, and the paper kind of speaks, you know, with the pictures. So I might go through and put like some little stars here and there, but that's probably the extent of my embellishing with this page. I'll probably do some journaling, maybe in a corner here in the gray. But other than that, I'm pretty much done with this. I am going to put a title using some alphabets. Yeah, I'm debating. I'll probably either put it over here, or get white and put it there. Or look at light gray or something. And I think I'm going to use the title Use the Force. Just because, you know, here we're like, use the Force, and it's just the whole theme, obviously. So it's better than just like Star Wars land. So that's what I'm going to be working on. I will place an order for a new border maker. Because like I said, it was time. The tools do wear out. They don't last forever. So it's just funny. It happened on camera. So I'm going to order one of those so I can, you know, do my other set of gears. But I will post my completed page today, even though it won't have those gears, and show you guys what I come up with. So just a reminder, if you don't know, I do challenges every week on my Ashley Scrappy VIP page, so make sure you request to join that. I think it's in the description of this live, and they're due every Thursday by 11:59 p.m. and then Friday morning I see who did it, and I put them in a drawing, and they can win a prize. So if you want to do this one, or you did do this layout, make sure you go back to my Ashley Scrappy VIPs, and the featured section is where I stick those every week so you can find them easily, and put it in the comments there. So I'd love to see what you do, and hopefully the Force will be with you. So you guys have a great day. I hope you have a good one.